一個 map 話咧，呢度叫 Kidnapper Central。How would you describe Brazilian? Yeah, Brazilians.
Oh fuck！
好味啊！而家係10點半，係實測一下夜晚嘅聖保羅究竟係點樣樣。
前兩集認識過聖保羅嘅日本文化，今集就同大家行下聖保羅嘅其他區域，實測一下呢度有幾危險，仲會試下問當地人點睇。開始之前記得 subscribe 呢一個 channel、comment、like 同埋 share 我哋嘅片，仲有 follow 我哋嘅 IG。
想講呢個地鐵都幾靚，即係算係新同埋乾淨，跟住仲有咧嗰啲下一站係咩嗰個燈牌，我唔識講。然之後仲有英文廣播，好少有。仲有電視呢度，同埋佢啲凳唔係絨毛凳嚟嘅，係膠凳。
好緊張，我哋要出去啦！
畫面係
咩啊？喂，嚟！咩啊？係真係咩？喂，大啲嘅褲帶喎！我盞俾人偷啊！我唔係自己用㗎，攞俾人偷啊！嚟咯，出去咯！真係出去咯！
歌德式嘅教堂。教堂門口啊，跟住出面咧係有個保安喺度守住，佢下面咧有警車啊，仲有差佬嘅巡邏啦。跟住頭先側邊咧都有幾部警車同差佬喺度，然之後下面呢度咧係一堆 homeless 坐晒喺度，聚集晒喺度。跟住呢度其實係聖保羅嘅 Central 區啦。跟住上網睇咧，有人叫呢度做 Kidnapper Central， 就係走入嚟呢個被綁架區域啊！希望我哋走得翻出去咯，行啦行啦。入咗嚟舊城區啊，係啱啱喺 Cathedral 行過嚟啊！呢度咧真係又係步行街咁樣樣啊！呢度咧真係每隔幾棟都有個警察棟喺度啊！就算唔係着住制服，啲警察都有啲便衣警察喺度，跟住仲有警車喺度巡邏。我依家感覺上咧唔係話好危險嘅，即係咧唔會死嘅呢度，最多俾人搶嘢咯。佢呢度啲街咧同葡萄牙嗰啲好似嘅，係呢啲咁嘅死人磚。唔同嘅位咧係葡萄牙啲街好窄咯，呢度好闊咯呢條路。呢度嘅商店街咧係澳名店，即係全部鋪頭都係啲唔知咩牌子嘅。佢平時步行街都會有啲即係國際呢啲嘅鋪頭，但係呢度係冇。古巴咁樣呢度，但我覺得呢度安全過頭先嗰度。我都覺得呢度安全過頭先嗰度。呢度少啲瞓街人啊呢度。頭先真係成堆人喺度聚集啊！嚇到瀨尿。咁又未到瀨尿，我覺得琴日嗰個恐怖啲。入黑之後咧，真係，即係咧喺阿根廷咧，其實我都唔敢攞部相機出嚟。次次我攞相機出嚟影相咧，都會有人提我叫我收翻部相機。但係呢度咧，我係唔會攞相機出嚟咯，就係。我落高普都好大壓力。係，冇錯。阿根廷落高普冇壓力嘅。仲本身呢度啲人咧，佢哋好燥咁樣咯，就算佢哋本身唔係諗住搶你嘢，佢哋都俾你好大壓力咁咯。其實幾靚㗎，側邊啲建築，例如呢個啦，呢個咁樣好靚。聖保羅有好多條好大嘅公路，但係咧條呢啲公路咧都會塞車，仲依家都唔算係繁忙時候咧。可能要唔塞車係要好似我哋咁樣凌晨5、6點先會唔塞車。嚟到呢個區咧就叫 Bela Vista。咁而家咧呢條路咧就係Avenida Paulista，係最繁忙嘅一條街嚟嘅。繁忙之外咧，其實仲係一個gay嘅 friendly 嘅地方。所以成條街咧，好多人都戴住個 Pride 嘅皇冠啊，冚住 Pride 旗啊，仲有好多男扮女裝啊，都係好 open 嘅地方。係，其實喺呢條街先見到，頭先咧 過幾條街咧，哇！屌佢高普都唔敢攞出嚟啦！要影下我呢個咧，特登扣住咗我個袋，扣住嗰條褲。佢連個商場都係彩虹色嘅出面。仲有呢個唔係就係後生仔咯，仲有啲老啲人都會戴住個彩虹皇冠咯。哇！咁過癮嘅呢個。哇！咁過癮咧！哇！咁過癮咧！點解嚇親啊？好笑。
Or just São Paulo?
Also Rio.
Also Rio?
Yeah.
I'm from Rio.
Really?
You.
So you're here for a trip?
No, I live here in this very neighborhood.
我係啱啱咧喺呢條橋度拍緊呢個 time lapse 嗰陣咧，跟住撞到佢。佢咧又係拍 vlog 㗎，跟住咧就撩我哋吹水。因為佢識英文啊，仲要講得好好添啊！佢就話佢啲英文咧就係自己聽歌啊，即係去同唔同人做嘢啊，跟住學翻嚟咯，好犀利嘅真係。好難得呢度揾到個識講英文嘅人。
Do you like Sao Paulo or Rio more?
I love it. I love this place. Here is a little bit more calm. Here you can live more safe. If you're not in bad places, in bad times, you're okay. This is my favorite city in the country. We have everything here. Beautiful architecture in our place. You can see the city is alive.
Yeah.
We have personality. It's not just same kind of building. Corner to corner, every place.
Are you gonna stay here like forever?
I don't know. Brazil is really unfair. We receive just a little money to survive. We're not receiving money to live. People from other countries are really easier to them to travel to other countries. Here, only rich do that. Like my mom is 48 this year, and he never been out of the country because she just don't have the money. I'm saving now to be traveling next year. But you need to be saving all the money I can to complete the whole trip. It's not something kind of easy. Brazil is cool to visit, to enjoy the happiness of the people. People are really happy for any small thing, they are happy. But when you're talking about quality of life, it's really bad. People in general are poor.
How would you describe
Brazilians?
Brazilians.
Oh, fuck. We're difficult people. You have so many cultures mixed here. We have in the same place people that are really rich and really poor living next to each other. We have all these mixed towns in the same picture, and that's kind of hard to figure it out.
I don't know if it's a Sao Paulo thing, but I feel like people here are more serious. I always thought that Brazilians are very passionate, happy, or something like that. But the thing I see here is people are serious.
You will see more of this in Rio. Here
really?
people are more focused on things that they have to do. Like people have their jobs and they dream jobs. They are running through 2 jobs sometimes, and that's what makes people a little bit more serious. I'm a comedian too. I work part-time in stores. Sometimes I do some freelance editing. I do all the kind of stuff. Here people are a little bit less worried about the others, like not in a bad way. I'll let them live their lives. I won't judge them because of that. You can wear anything you want. You can be anything you want. It's not my business.
Yeah.
Everyone is minding their own business, and that's the stuff.
佢就話佢係住喺呢度嘅，住喺附近啦，跟住呢個附近打工咁樣，佢得閒就出嚟拍下 vlog 啊。同埋佢就話咧 ，Rio 係危險啲嘅，佢都係講 Rio 危險啲咯。遊客嚟講咧，咁遊客就會留喺啲遊客區咁安全啦。但係佢哋如果去 Rio 嘅話咧，即係去探其他人啊，就一定會經過啲貧民窟啊之類咯。佢經過啲貧民窟咧係會真係俾人打劫咯，係連佢哋都會俾人打劫咯，所以就好危險咯。
Pera. Foi. Prazer. Conhecer. Você. Was a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, I forgot already. Foi
Conhecer. Você.
食串燒㗎。跟住佢呢度咧有嗰個煙肉包住唔知咩啦，跟住呢個應該串燒牛肉咯。唔肯定有冇腸仔，但係佢哋好似都係阿沙路咁樣整咯，都係炭咁樣燒。喺呢度8蚊一串咯，仲要咧有得俾信用卡咯，連小販都有俾信用卡。試食時間，呢串唔知係牛定豬，但係我估似牛咯呢個。佢燒得好靚仔啊，仲滴緊汁落嚟啊呢度。試食。
不如我哋本地啲過去嗰邊。
呢個極有油香，仲要唔柴咯，完全。哇！喺香港食嗰啲串燒咧係乾到 PK 㗎，但係呢個好 juicy 啊，係鹹咗少少，但係係接受到嘅鹹度。好味啊！好味，好味啊！食啊！而家係10點半，我哋實測一下夜晚嘅聖保羅究竟係點樣樣。今日咧係我哋最後一晚喺聖保羅，聽朝早7點咧，我哋就會搭6個鐘巴士去呢個 Rio。咁咧其實我哋住呢個區咧叫做 Pinellas， 好似係解 Pine Trees 咁解。總之咧呢一個區咧係遠離市中心好遠嘅，搭 metro 嘅話都要搭半個鐘至8個字先去到啦。但係呢個區咧就係出名 night life 嘅。咁而家10點半啦，但係咧唔係好多人喺呢度。我哋間酒店附近咧都有幾間酒吧，但係咧其實唔係好多人。咧如果喺布宜諾斯艾利斯咧10點半呢個鐘數咧，係啲人啱啱開始食晚飯，嗰度係真係啦，夜晚2、3點先閂，跟住仲有極多吧。但係呢度咧10點半已經好似收收地皮咁樣。見唔見到電話上面個 map？呢個黃色嘅區域咧，就係實時多人嘅區域。如果多啲人嘅話，係會橙色啊。因為間酒店咧就喺藍色呢個 tag 嗰度啦，附近呢個位先多人嘅咋。仲有呢個已經係一個 night life 嘅區域。但係睇下黃色啦，實際上咧係咁樣樣。可想而知咧，如果你去啲唔係 night life 嘅區域咧，夜晚會係幾靜。呢個Pinellas咧就係一個有錢嘅區域啦，所以都係安全。咁我自己依家感覺咧就都 OK 啦。但係呢個附近好多高樓大廈，例如隔離呢個。嗱 night life 啊，對面啲嘢係山寨嘅。但係咧最搞笑嘅係巴西係葡萄牙嘅殖民地啦，但係葡萄牙係一個好 night life 嘅地方。我睇里斯本咧啲超市12點先閂。但係呢度唔係啊
8點閂啦，
係佢哋係朝頭早6點就開啦，呢個係一個老人家嘅生活模式。講翻安全先 ，OK 嘅我覺得。希望唔好我講完之後咧，幾秒後就俾人搶嘅。
我就應該睇唔到呢段片。
冇錯，即係頭先我哋酒店過一條大馬路咧，呢一邊咧都係一個黃色嘅區域嚟嘅，但係一望落咧就好似咩都冇咯。
去翻去，我覺得。
講真，其實唔使入到去咧，即係如果佢真係多人嘅話，你喺呢度都會聽到好多音樂，好多人，但係呢度冇，得後面嗰班人喺度講嘅。其實可能講危險嚟講，依家泰國仲危險過巴西。呢度啲人都係求財嘅啫，你最多俾佢打劫。泰國俾人捉咗入去咧就冇啦，拜拜。但係如果你話咩地鐵嗰啲，我覺得呢度係安全嘅。呢度嘅 metro 係有差佬巡邏，唔係喺個站入面，係就淨喺架車上面有咯。嚟到 Rio 呢度啦，咁第一餐咧就嚟咗一間都幾 local 嘅餐廳嚟食啦，其實係